St. John's, Antigua, August 20th. The West Indies women will kick off the first International Cricket Council (ICC) Women's Future Tours Programme (FTP) for the 2022 to 2025 timeframe with an 8-match series at home against New Zealand women in Antigua in the month of October, to be followed by England women in December of 2022. The West Indies women will play an international match of 66 at home and away over the duration of 3 years, and there will be an important ICC Women's World Cup tournament every year. West Indies start the 2023 year with the Tri-Series in South Africa featuring India as the teams get ready for the ICC Women's T20 World Cup, South Africa 2023. Other important ICC tournaments to look out for in the FTP are the Women's T20 World Cup Bangladesh in September through October 2024, and the Women's Cricket World Cup India in September through October 2025. The entirety of the one-day international series from 2022 until 2025 will be an element of the ICC Women's Championship, IWC, that will include 10 teams with the addition of Bangladesh as well as Ireland as the popularity of women's cricket increases all over the world. The teams will compete in 8 series with 4 of them at home, and 4 away, with the top 5 teams in the IWC table automatically qualifying for 2025's ICC Women's World Cup. Alongside the England and New Zealand tours, West Indies will also play Bangladesh as well as Ireland in the home series in OD for the very first time. West Indies' 4 away series will be played against India, Australia, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. The first ever FTP released by the ICC is a reflection of the growing importance of women's cricket. It will serve as an incentive to continue investing by Cricket West Indies (CWI) in the game for women. CWI has significantly increased its spending on the women's game in the past few years, and the goal for this FTP cycle is to improve the level of consistency of our women across all formats as well as in bilateral series and international occasions, CWI Director of Cricket Jimmy Adams said. The dates and locations for each event will be released in the coming weeks by Cricket West Indies, CWI, after discussions with ICC members nations. ACM, 888,11,110,888 St. John's, Antigua, August 20th. The West Indies women will start the first ever International Cricket Council, ICC, Women's Future Tours Programme, FTP, for the period 2022 to 2025 with an 8-match home series against New Zealand women in Antigua next month, followed by England women in December of 2022. The West Indies women will play 66 international matches home and away across the 3-year period. Besides, there will be a major ICC Women's World Cup tournament each year. West Indies start the 2023 year with a Tri-Series in South Africa featuring India as the teams build up to the ICC Women's T20 World Cup, South Africa 2023. The other major ICC tournaments to follow during the FTP are the Women's T20 World Cup Bangladesh in September to October 2024 and the Women's Cricket World Cup India in September to October 2025. All of the one-day international series from 2022 to 2025 will form part of the ICC Women's Championship, IWC, which will feature 10 teams with the inclusion of Bangladesh and Ireland as the profile of women's cricket grows around the world. Each team will play 8 series, 4 at home and 4 away, with the top 5 teams in the IWC table qualifying automatically for the 2025 ICC Women's World Cup. In addition to the aforementioned England and New Zealand tours, West Indies will play Bangladesh and Ireland in home OD series for the first time ever. West Indies' 4 away series will be against India, Australia, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. The first ever FTP put out by the ICC reflects the increased prominence of women's cricket and will be an incentive for continued investment by Cricket West Indies, CWI, in the women's game. CWI has greatly increased investment into the women's game in the last few years, and the aim across this upcoming FTP cycle is to increase the levels of consistency from our women across formats, both in bilateral series and world events, CWI Director of Cricket Jimmy Adams said. The dates and venues for each series will be announced in due course by Cricket West Indies, CWI, following consultation with ICC member nations. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to channel and click on bell for more daily videos.